Good day, everyone. I'm Zhao Xuan from Group 6. Today, I will be presenting our topic, which is financial literacy among university students. In today's presentation, I will cover three main points. First, I will explain the meaning of financial literacy. After that, I will discuss why financial literacy has become increasingly important nowadays, together with supporting statistics. And finally, I will brief you the objective of our topic today that will be covered further later in the presentation. Let's begin with a simple question here. What does financial literacy mean to you? If you're not quite sure or don't have any idea, let me explain to you. According to OECD, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development in 2023, financial literacy is the integration of financial knowledge, awareness, skills, attitudes, and behaviors required to achieve long-term financial well-being. In simple terms, it is the ability to manage our money wisely and make informed financial decisions. I believe that financial literacy is an essential life skill for us as an university students to build a strong foundation for financial independence in the future. Now, I guess you might be wondering why financial literacy has become such an important topic in recent years. There are three causes mentioned by Lusardi and Messi in 2023. The first reason is rising cost of living or inflation. The second reason is increasing complexity of financial services and products, including digital investments such as cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. And the third reason is unstable world economy caused by factors such as war or economic instabilities. These problems have made financial management becomes more challenging for many people, especially young adults. That's why it is important for university students to develop a strong financial knowledge and at early stage. The earlier we learn about money management, the better prepared we will be to handle the financial responsibilities and adapt to future economic challenges. However, the bad news is, even though we have so much information available online today, having easy access to social media and many other platforms, many young adults still struggle to manage their money wisely. For example, Chin and Adlin in 2022 reported that a total of 10,378 Malaysian youths were declared bankrupt from 2018 to September 2022. What is more concerning is that more than 20% of these cases involve individuals under the age of 34. These cases happen because of uncontrolled spending habits and living beyond their means. If these issues are not addressed early, they can seriously affect young adults such as university students' long-term financial stability and overall quality of life. Now, I would like to move on to the objective of our topic today. We will start discussing the causes and consequences of poor financial literacy among university students. After that, we will present two possible solutions to improve their financial management skills. That's all from me for the introduction. Thank you for listening. Now I would like to invite my teammate to present the next section of presentation.
Thank you, Zhao Xuan, for introducing the issue of lack of financial literacy among university students. And my name is Eugene. Next, I will be talking about what will be the root cause of this issue and what are the effects of this issue toward university students. A primary cause of poor financial literacy among university students originates during their secondary education. During this critical development period, the educational ecosystem, including parents and teachers, they all prioritizes academic achievement above all else. High school students often graduate with strong academic foundation but lack the fundamental life skills such as budgeting, establishing an emergency fund, or understanding credit system. But upon entering university, these students often face the sudden responsibility of independently managing their financial resources for the first time. The educational loans, such as PTPTN or the parental allowance, creates a misleading illusion of financial security. A large initial account balance can lead to a false sense of wealth. Without prior financial training, students lack the necessary foresight to pace their expenditures, and this leaves them highly vulnerable to misallocating these funds towards non-essential lifestyle expenses, rather than reserving them for their essential educational and living costs, for example, their tuition fee. Moving to the second slide, the immediate effect of this financial mismanagement is the rapid accumulation of debt. When initial funds are used up, daily living requirements still remain. To bridge this financial gap, many students resort to modern consumer debt mechanism, particularly buy now, pay later. This application normalizes the splitting of payments, which can make impulsive spending appear harmless on the surface. However, for a financially inexperienced student, these platforms often serve as a debt trap. Borrowing to meet daily needs initiates a cycle that accelerates rapidly, and the consequences extend beyond financial metrics. They create severe psychological pressure. For example, instead of concentrating on coursework and academic responsibility, students often face mounting stress over installment deadlines and late fees. And this financial anxiety directly diverts attention away from their studies. Ultimately, this situation leaves many graduates financially disadvantaged before they even enter the workforce, as they may be forced to dedicate their initial career earnings to clearing consumer debt accumulated during their university years. So, understanding these root causes and their subsequent effects provides a much clearer picture of the crisis at hand. And I will now hand over the presentation to Chun Hee.
Hello everyone, I'm Yeoh Chun Hee from Group 6. First, I need to thanks to Eugene for vividly outlining the background of our problem. As we just heard, the reality hitting university student is truly alarming. Many of us arrive here completely unprepared because we lack of basic financial education during our secondary school years. Then suddenly, we are handed substantial amount of money, whether it's a PTPTN loan or a monthly allowance, for the very first time. Without proper guidance, it is incredibly easy to fall into impulsive spending habit, rapidly accumulate unnecessary debt, and trap ourselves in modern commercial mechanisms like buy now pay later platform. So, how do we stop this cycle before graduates enter the workforce financially disadvantaged? This brings me to our first proposed remedy, the establishment of campus financial counseling clinic. Instead of making students sit through more boring lectures, this clinic is all about practical one-on-one help. It would be a free service run right here on campus. We would bring in qualified financial planners, but we will also train senior finance and accounting students to act as peer mentors. If you are struggling midway through the term, you can just walk in for a private chat. The clinic will help you map out a proper monthly budget, figure out how to stretch your PTPTN loan across the whole semester, and show you how to spot and avoid these digital traps like buy now pay later platform. The best thing about this clinic is that it is highly personal. Standard financial advice can feel a bit abstract, but this clinic turns that theory into real everyday habits. A Malaysian study by Muhammad 2025 showed that most young people get into debt simply because of impulsive spending. That's why real-time targeted help works so well. It addresses a student's exact problem the moment they actually need it. But of course, there's a catch. The biggest downside is that it relies entirely on students actually choosing to go. Unlike a mandatory class, you have to walk through that door yourself. And let's be honest, admitting you are the one who broke or struggling with debt carries a massive social stigma. Because people feel embarrassed, the uni might find it really tough to get the student who need help to the most actually step forward. So, with a counseling clinic is brilliant for personalized support. Its voluntary nature means it won't reach everyone. To see how we can make sure every single student get the financial skill they need, I will hand over to our next speaker, Yee Ding Heng, for solution 2. Thank you.
Hi everyone and my lecturers. My name is Yee Ding Heng. Today I'm going to present the second major solution that I have mentioned in my report, which is integrating financial literacy into the university curriculum. For the next part, why this solution is needed, we are the campus counseling clinic that the last presenter Yeoh Chun Hee mentioned is really fantastic. However, in my opinion, I think there is a limitation, which is it depends entirely whether the student chooses to visit or not. Hence, to tackle the problem of student poor financial knowledge, I think this solution is needed to reach every single student automatically. This is why we recommend updating the university curriculum. For the next part, what does this solution actually look like in practical? We suggest that the university should introduce the specific course or elective module to cover the basic and real-life personal finance knowledge. By doing this, the students are able to learn some essential skills such as budgeting, saving money, understanding investment, managing debt, and overall financial planning. Instead of leaving students figure out money by their own, I believe that these solutions can make financial education as a core part of student university journey. In fact, the research from the articles that I have found before, which is Royal Monetary Authority of Bhutan 2020, supporting this idea, stating that integrate the financial literacy into the university curriculums can help students build essential skills to make a smart and informed financial decision. So, for the advantages of curriculum integration, the primary benefit of this approach is its universal reach. Since the financial module is obligatory, meaning every student need to receive the financial education no matter what degree or what program they are currently studying, whether you are an engineering student or an art student, everyone get the same opportunity to learn it. By learning this skill early on, it can help students to build a positive attitude toward the money management. It can prevent them from facing dangerous financial mistakes, uncontrolled spending, and also the rising threat of youth debt before they even step into the workforce. And last but not least, to be reality, we need to look at the challenges of this solution. What is needed for the success? In my opinion, I believe that the university need proper financial support to prepare the teaching and learning material. Besides, the university need to hire the qualified staff which are well trained to teach the student about the financial knowledge. While it takes effort to set out, I believe that the overall benefit for the student is completely worth it. To sum up, by bringing the financial education into the classroom, I believe that this is a proactive way to make sure that no student is left behind or left unprepared for the financial realities of adult life. That's all for me. Thank you.
In conclusion, financial literacy is vital for university students to achieve long-term well-being. Despite easy access to information, many students still lack of essential money management skills, leading to overspending and financial stress. Therefore, universities should integrate financial education into courses and campus programs. Equipped with better knowledge, students can make wiser decisions and build a secure financial future. Thank you.